What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS3 Raw TV. Well, we're going to continue with this debate with Jason Blaha. And Jason and I are friends. I don't, hate on him for anything. And there are things that we agree and don't agree on. And one of the other things that I do not agree with Jason on, and I'm going to tell you why. His newest video that he put out called, you don't have to try something to know whether it works or not, etc., etc. Jason's argument is if you know what's actually in the product, then you should know what's going to happen, etc., etc. And you don't have to actually try it. You should not try it based on the fact that, it may be this, maybe that. First of all, what Jason's talking about where you can go get this powder for $5 is a powder from China. And you do not exactly know what is in these powders that you're getting from China. So you're not even getting pharmaceutical grade Superdrol or whatever the case may be. You're not getting that. You're getting something chopped up that the best I've seen is 60% potency on the market after someone had had their shit tested. And that means that 40% of whatever's in that product, you don't even know what's in the fucking product to begin with. There could be Superdrol. I know people that have gotten Anavar, and the Anavar turned out to actually be D-ball when it was tested. I know people that have actually, gotten Trenbolone, and instead once the vials were tested, it turned out to be just testosterone. So unless you're going to a doctor and getting a pharmaceutical from a doctor straight from the American pharmacy, so it's USP grade, you don't even know what you're getting, period. So to take any supplement or any drug that's not USP grade, you don't even know. So, it doesn't make any sense for that. Now, the other part is he says that you should know what's going to happen when you take it. Here's the thing. That's not true. And Jason, you should know that that's not true based on the fact that if I took testosterone suspension and you took testosterone suspension, it could have two different effects in our body, even though it's the same exact drug. Now, supplements are the same way. I used to have guys back in the day who would flat out tell me when I first started taking steroids and stuff, Jerry, you look your best on a stack of Deca and testosterone suspension. It was the stuff by Steris back in the day. And this was legit pharmaceutical grade stuff. And EQ, guys, I love EQ. Equipoise never did shit for me. It never did absolute jack shit, but I know guys that absolutely swear by taking EQ. So the problem is that we have now is, yes, you should try something even if you do or don't know. It doesn't fucking matter whether you know or not know. Your body's going to react differently to any supplement, food, or drug than someone else's. So that means if I'm saying I like the BioGrow and I'm using this, or I like Mastron, or I like fucking chicken breasts, if you eat the chicken breast, take the Mastron, or take the BioGrow, you could have a completely different effect. Even creatine reacts differently in different people's bodies. Some people are responders, hyper-responders, and non-responders. So you don't even know if creatine is going to work until you actually try the creatine. And that's one of the basic, most studied sports supplements out there in the last 20 years. And it basically says it swells the muscle cell up, increases ATP production, strength production, etc. It tells you what it does. So therefore, you know what's in the product itself. Pure creatine monohydrate. And if I took 5 bottles of creatine monohydrate of 500 grams and gave them to 5 different people, all 5 different people are probably going to have different reactions to that form of creatine. So yes, I'm the opposite of what Jason says. He's on one end of the spectrum. I'm on the opposite end because I have seen different, and I'm surprised because I know Jason's been around a long time, and I can guarantee you that whatever drugs he likes, I may not like. Stuff that I take, other people may not take. For instance, Anadrol 50, something that I was able to take in fairly high doses, which I think it was 150 milligrams, the most I ever went up to, which is 3 tablets a day, and didn't have the side effects that some of the other guys had. However, something like Deca, for instance, gave me back knee on my back. I know all my buddies were taking the same exact thing I was and they didn't get it. There's different reactions to different drugs. There's even different foods. I got people that, that are doing diets and stuff with me that cannot eat oatmeal. Oatmeal fucking feels like they're tearing up their fucking insides, but they can eat sweet potatoes and rice just fine. You can't even say that a sweet potato or oatmeal or whatever, based on the fact that you read some literature on that food, is going to work a certain way in your body until you've actually eaten it to find out how your body chemistry works with it. The body's chemistry is different for each person, and there is no fucking way to tell by reading studies, by reading internet shit, by reading whatever the fuck it is, even by asking other people how something's going to react when you put it into your body based on fucking someone else's reports. So be aware, guys, just because, it may make sense, there's a whole other side of what makes sense. You cannot know what your body's going to do. Another one, there's all these examples to hammer home my point. Flat bench presses are going to work really great for some people to build up their chest. Other people, incline bench presses. Other people, decline. Dorian Yates had one of the, the thickest chest and hardest chest, and decline bench press is what he used the most. Wasn't even flat, wasn't even inclines. I mean, he did those things later on, but he really utilized the decline bench press when he first started. That gave him his development. Now, declines for me, I have a heavier lower pec. That's not going to work for me. I need the incline to balance out the upper and lower pec. So, like I said, I don't want to go round and round and round, but these debates, I think it's good for YouTube. I think it's good for people in general. And I think it's good for people to hear Jason's side of the story, my side of the story, fucking Nick Wright's side of the, whoever fucking wants to put their side of the story out there, because there is no one set thing, no one set way, no one set supplement, no one set diet. There's nothing that's set one way particularly for every individual out there. And some people, again, are going to respond to BioGrow. Some people are not. Some people respond to creatine. I don't think that, Jason would argue that creatine is an effective supplement and all the literature is there, but some people take it and get nothing from it and claim it does nothing. Other people love it. So, there's debates with everything, but the bottom line is you can't know what something's going to do to your body for your specific chemistry unless you take it. Biosafetraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biosafetraining.com is the blog. It's to try it, to know your bicep, and we're out.